I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Network. Well, we're going to talk about the absurd. A lot of absurd going on lately. I think this kind of absurd is, I think it's one of the problems with society right now. The fact that we're condoning this, the fact that we've accepted this. I haven't accepted it, but the fact that so many places have accepted it. You're ostracizing people because they don't want to play your little game. Because, look, a lot of people with common sense just believes this is nonsense. I got to be honest with you. I wouldn't even know how to react if somebody said, hey, what's your preferred pronouns? I mean, I would just be like, wait, what? I mean, nobody talks like this, to my knowledge. Nobody talks like this in real life. They don't meet each other. I don't meet somebody, walk into a store or something, or we run into somebody and my wife goes, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. I don't shake my hand and tell them what my preferred pronouns are. I just, again, I think there's a mental health aspect to all of this. And now, I mean, you got something like a Pokemon competition. Okay, my son, he collects these Pokemon cards. He's into it. That's awesome. But the idea that you can't even go to a competition for something like some trading cards and be able to compete if you're not willing to conform and abide by these kind of stupid rules and regulations that 10 years ago, they would not have existed. And the fact that, you know, these competitions want to even acknowledge that or bring this kind of thing into it, it's absurd. It's stupid. And this teen, he was there to compete in this Pokemon competition. He got booted out. Okay, they kicked him out of this competition for laughing at a pronoun question. I mean, where are we at right now exactly? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Now, I didn't even know Pokemon had competitions. I've got no issues with that. I mean, kids are really into this. And I guess people have been into this for like 20 years now. I didn't realize that. My 9-year-old is really, really into it. But the idea that, you know, hey, I'm here to compete in a trading card game, in a tournament, and these people are legitimately concerned about pronouns to the point that if you giggle when asked what your preferred pronouns are because, A, this guy was caught off guard by the question, and B, a lot of us just find this crap to be completely absurd. You give a giggle and you're booted out. Oh, you didn't take it seriously enough. God, it's crazy. Breitbart, a Pokemon trading game tournament booted a teenager from competition after he laughed at a pronoun question from a judge. According to Makani Tran, I don't know what that is, he led I guess this is the name of the guy. Makani Tran, he let out a nervous laugh when he was asked about his preferred pronouns by a judge as he tried to come up with a third pronoun to go with he, him. God. Quote, on our way over to the stream area, the judge asked us for our preferred pronouns. I said, he or him or and I paused trying to think of the third pronoun being his. He recalled on social media, quote, as I just stood there looking stupid. Yeah, it's not even right that they're having to put people in this position. Quote, as I stood there looking stupid, trying to think of the third pronoun, I felt embarrassed because I was failing to think of a simple word due to the nerves, and me being embarrassed, I let out a little laugh. Just a normal, nervous laugh. My response together ended up being, he, him, ha, 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 his, Tran continued. Tran said later the judge asked him and another player, Alex Shemansky, for their preferred pronouns, which prompted another nervous laugh. Quote, the little laugh at the end was because I was trying not to be awkward. The whole damn thing's awkward. I mean, come on, let's be real. I was trying not to be awkward, and because I was just stating the exact thing Alex had just stated, and it was kind of silly to me in that scenario. Tran said the judge called him a jerk. Okay, just wanted to check to be safe. I go by they, them, so don't be a jerk about it, the judge reportedly said. Later, the head judge approached Tran to confront him about the encounter and escorted him off stage when Tran explained that he laughed out of nerves. Quote, this is where it really escalated. The head judge tells me he was sorry and that it sucked, but I was disqualified due to Pokemon's policy. He said, at this point, I'm on the verge of tears, but I tried my best to keep my composure. Now, this is a teen, I guess, that's into this Pokemon. I couldn't understand what was happening. Was the judge not listening to anything I had just told him? Was he trying to look at my side of the story at all? Tran said he has no problem with people using desired pronouns and believes he was mistreated by the judging team. Quote, the amount of frustration I felt and still feel is just insane. I have never been treated so unbelievably unfairly, and I had such an opportunity just taken from me for something I didn't even do. He said the judge said that while he believed I had no bad intentions, then why are you kicking the teen out? I mean, come on. It didn't matter because at the end of the day, someone was offended and upset. My God. This is ridiculous to me. I was very sympathetic for the judge. I had upset and never meant to upset them or anyone. And all the head judge cared about was that someone was upset and I caused it. I told him that I was also upset and he just ruined my entire trip. And I wouldn't get over this for a long time. According to Fox News, a judge named Will Post later said on Twitter that he agreed with the decision to disqualify Tran. Quote, whether you agree/disagree with the ruling, a Pokemon judge should not have to worry about people coming to the workplace over a call they were involved with at a Pokemon tournament. If you think doxing people over judge calls is the right play, go home and rethink your life, Post said in a now deleted tweet. This community complains about the quality of judge calls all the time. I promise no quality judge wants the pressure of breaking, even taking a lead role in an event to worry about their safety and professional life following an event if a call goes sour, he added. Okay, so this person let out a giggle, let out a laugh when asked about his pronouns. I mean, obviously, this is a goofy teenager that's in the Pokemon, right? I mean, aren't goofy teenagers going to laugh about everything? Is everything about getting someone kicked out, booted, canceled? We're offended by everything. You're asking about something as stupid as pronouns. And yeah, that whole thing is stupid. It's all stupid. You know, acting like somebody is something they are not is stupid. Condoning this or letting this become a part of society to the extent that it has is utterly stupid. I don't know anybody here in Texas that operates on a daily basis or talks this way, introduces people this way, acknowledges people this way. None of this crap happens ever. Ever. It's unbelievable that this kind of thing goes on. Like, look, Pokemon competition, that doesn't seem like a big deal to me. It's not something I'm into. Like I said, my son collects the cards. But the fact that we're legitimately punishing people now. He just come out and said, I've got no problems with this pronoun thing. He let out a giggle. The judge that went by they, them, which in itself is effed up. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's effed up. I mean, figure out what you are and go with it. Pick a damn lane, will you? Because you're offended. Where I come from, that is a you build a bridge and you get over it thing. Not a let me punish the guy who obviously has made a trip there to compete in this tournament. And because this they, them sicko is offended by this kid gets kicked out. Even though he's acknowledging, I've got no problems with the pronoun thing, I was nervous and let out a giggle. And because somebody felt triggered and offended by that, this kid's got to go home. It's crap. This is all crap. Again, we're talking about mental issues and make-believe, and it's nuts. I identify as Elmo. I mean, what is Elmo? We don't know for sure what gender Elmo is, but they go by they, them. Well, it's a Sesame Street puppet, so who gives a rip? You get the point. This kind of crap is crazy, but that's where we are. I had to do a video on this because I was like, so you kicked the kid out of competition because he let out a giggle. We're just canceling everybody for everything now. Gotcha. This is so stupid. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.